Well, we're at the beach, and I think this is going to be the swimming area. I'm not quite sure. There's no one here setting up yet. But just to give you a rough idea how big Big Detroit Lake is, looks like, again, it looks like about 12 miles around for the one circuit for us. And then we'll come up, I anticipate right around this dock area, and then behind us is the parking lot for the transition. Well, we just left the transition area, and on the early stages of the bike route, there's just more of a city road, some pretty good sized manhole covers there, so just a little bit rough, and then I think things will smooth out for us as we get onto more of the county roads. There's a turn. So we head out, take a turn here. Again, just kind of rolling through some residential sections. Kind of undecided yet if I'm going to leave the bikes, the bike shoes clipped in. Had some difficulty getting into the shoes in my last event. One of the shoes, I had pushed it so flat I couldn't get my foot inside of it. Or if I'm just going to put the shoes on in transition and just clip in on the bike. And I'll probably make up my mind in the morning. Here we're actually going to be heading, I think, onto a little bit of Highway 10. So onto a much better road. Looks like a hard right turn here. Oh yes, much smoother road. Now we are starting the circuit to go around Big Detroit Lake. For the short course, it'll just be one circuit. For the long course, it will be two. Yeah, I think once we get out of that residential section, which was about 1.5 miles of fairly rough road, we're on to a much smoother segment. We'll stick with this for just a little bit and then shut it down and pick it up a bit later. Good high visibility orange on the side of the roads here, marking the bike course. YL for Young Life, the Detroit Lakes Young Life Triathlon, part of the Minnesota Triathlon series. For this one, only the Olympic course counts towards the series. I've opted not to do the Olympic course this time around. Maybe next year. See the lake off here. It's an awfully big lake. Hopefully the winds are down tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about that during the swim or the bike. Actually coming up on what's called the Lodge on Detroit Lakes. This is where we're staying tonight. It is a sweet hotel. It's a spa and hotel all in one. Bike course takes us right past it. I'm going to shut it down here, and we will pick up the video when we get around to the kind of the southeast portion of the lake. But we're out on the bike course for the Detroit Lakes Young Triathlon to be held Saturday, August the 14th, and it's pretty hot out here today. The old car temperature says 91. It's 93 just a short time ago. And I am just out driving the bike course in preparation for tomorrow. So far it looks like a very smooth, fairly flat course. There's supposed to be hills in here along the way, but I've yet to run across anything significant. Tomorrow, it's supposed to storm tonight, but by the time the sun comes up tomorrow, the storms will have dissipated. The winds will be, breezy, 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the south-southeast, which means that on this portion of the bike course, they will be at my back. And we'll just see how it goes. This is the first time that I've actually done this particular event. Looking forward to it. Detroit Lakes is a place that growing up, family would come out to quite a bit, hit various lakes around the area, spend the weekend or weeks just literally camping. So a lot of good memories from this area. Again, first time that I'll actually be competing in the Detroit Lakes area. I'm going to turn it off here and we'll pick it back up probably on the northwest part of the lake. You make one circuit. There's two events. There's the Olympic course and the sprint course. I'm doing the sprint. The sprint makes one circuit around Big Detroit Lake, and the Olympic makes two circuits. We'll pick it back up on the northwest side. Well, we've now picked up on the northwest side, and as you can see, this is the first any kind of elevation that I've seen so far on the course. Quite short. Comes about halfway through. A little bit of a test, but nothing major. The tree line here should offer maybe a little bit of protection from the wind. Coming into what I think is the transition area, you can see the lake now off to the right-hand side. Pretty pleased with what I've seen so far for the bike course. There was a section where there was two pretty sharp right turns. Didn't pick that up on the part of the video, but won't be any big trouble to navigate unless it's 3 or 4 bikes trying to go into the corner at the same time. Hopefully they'll have all these cars on the shoulders moved for tomorrow. Make it a little bit safer for all of us. And coming up on the main drag of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Fairly busy beach. And 91 degrees today, so there's a lot of people out here enjoying the sun. And I'm just going to shut down the video here as we're getting into some heavier traffic, and I just want to pay attention.